Yeah, W2ENY, don't get discouraged. We don't mind a little hum. Come on.
Well, he's a really experienced guy. I'm sure he'll get it straightened out.
Well, people just point this stuff out. People know that it might be having a problem, lest it crap out in a big way. Yeah. Hey, Chris, do you have any Hotel Nancy connect? Does anybody else on frequency have any Hotel HN type coax connectors?
Never heard of it.
It's a bigger type N connector. Probably 80.
What the hell is that? Is that Mike?
Yeah, I got.
No, I never saw anything like that there.
Dow key.
Try to pull it out. I was curious if anybody else had a better copy.
Did you hear Perry signing, or did you hear somebody breaking in?
I heard somebody breaking in. I do not believe that was Perry.
Yeah, Connor with a sign for a short, he said.
Connor signed, Mike, but is there a breaking station? Go ahead. I'm not hearing anything, so I'm assuming there's not. KB3WFE.
I didn't either, but I have some terrible noise here. I don't know what's going on. It's definitely local. It's something in the house. It sounds like a bad switching supply gone wrong somewhere. It's not something I usually hear, so it's got to be something stupid and new that I've plugged in recently. So I should go figure that out. But yeah, my noise floor is a little bit high tonight, so it's a little bit of a hard copy.
And we're at 79, he's at 73, and he had 5 or 6 to 73, and whoops, you're in the pass.
Yep. Well, I consider in the passband if I crank it down to 0.1 or 1 and tune down to 81 or 80 if I hear energy there, you know, or much. If I hear anything much above 80, it's definitely in the passband.
Bear, I think you forgot to carry the 1 in that math.
I can't do math.
Yeah. Carry the 1. What are you talking about? 85 minus 6 is 79. He's on 73, and he had 6 at 79. Of course, if he's on 75...
Oh, I think that must be the net. I'm sorry to inform the net. What is this, the Gulf Coast dead possum rotten roadkill net or something? I hate to break it to net control, but as of 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time, Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time, excuse me, here in the East Coast, the frequency is in use.
Now, there's nobody here named Schiff. Are you looking for Adam Schiff?
No.
You're not looking for Adam Schiff.
That's fine, sir. Maybe I have the wrong number. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was weird.
Oh, something shifty about that.
She actually sounded really nice.
Strange women.
She actually sounded really nice.
Yeah, she was just looking for someone named Schiff.
Holy shit.
Oh, Shifty Schiff, the congenital liar?
Holy shit.
Hey, don't get stuck with no shit now, okay?
I don't want to step in shift.
Look at that.
That sounded forced.
It wasn't.
Well, that was interesting.
I gotta take the pizza out of the oven. Thanks, guys. WB2GCR.
How did that last sound relate to pizza?
I don't know, but it made me think. Look at the clock. Check the pizza.
Oh, maybe it's because you fart after you eat the pepperoni.
Hey, what are you trying to say here, you know? You don't think our pizza's any good? What are you talking about?
Well, go check the pizza. W2JBL.
Everybody ready for the snowstorm this weekend?
Jesus. Yeah, I heard what's... Well, no, that was upstate. I don't think we're going to get anything down here.
They're calling for an inch of snow here.
Yeah, great. Yep, I'm out fooling around my race car today. It's going to snow this weekend. Yep. Welcome to New York.
Gotta love it. Mid-May, snowstorms. Yeah.
And I'm down to my last 2 bags of wood pellets. I didn't bother to buy another 1-ton pallet because I didn't think I was going to need it. Now it's still cold.
You see, that's a screwed up thing, man, about the climate. It didn't snow at all this year. Not at all. And here we are in May, and it might snow this weekend.
Yeah, we had a couple, 3, maybe 4 snows here. Nothing bad, though. I don't think we got any more than 4 inches in any one given event. It was just a mess. Yeah, that's about what most of it was. We only had 1 snow that stayed on the ground for a few days. No, I can't complain.
Yeah, the one storm we had where the snow was actually like snow, not slush, the following day it rained.
Yeah, well, it did here too. And I ended up with 1 inch of ice on the ground over the whole property for 2 weeks before it melted. That was a pain in the ass.
It never stayed frozen for more than a few days yet. I've never seen a winter like what we had here in Rhode Island. And every time, almost all winter, every time they talked about precipitation, the temperature climbed and it came as rain.
Yeah, it was pretty much like that here, but it's colder here. I'm up upstate New York. I'm like 60 miles north of New York City, and I'm on a mountain. So I'll get snow here when it's raining at the bottom of the mountain.
We're talking about a lot of ticks this season because they didn't die, and 2 MIN.
Oh, Jesus. I'm outside working on my car today, and I felt something biting my leg. I pull up my pants leg, and there's a tick there, and I knocked it off. It had just broken the skin. It had just taken the first chunk out of my leg, and I ran inside and poured alcohol on it.
Yeah, well, get checked for Lyme disease. Well, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. We had that down here on the island.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how I'm going to get checked for Lyme disease. You can't get checked for anything up here. You can't get in the doctor's office. I'm hoping for the best because it wasn't burrowing in. It had just taken the initial bite, and I got alcohol on it in a matter of like less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, was it a deer tick or a dog tick? Deer tick is like a dot. The dog tick is bigger.
I got bit, and I squeezed all the air out of the bottle and created a vacuum and let the bottle suck itself to my leg for a couple minutes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Great handheld coverage now on DMR. And there's Fusion and there's V-Star. I got all of them on my tower here in town, but DMR we have the best coverage on.
Sounds like you're pretty good at you're pretty open to having ham operators on your towers, huh?
Well, I've been fortunate working over the years with administrators, and they support races and amateur radio, so we've been very lucky.
That's very cool. There's a beautiful tower location here on my way to work, and I see the damn thing every morning sitting up on a ridge, and it just has a commanding view of Southern Maryland. And I haven't tried real hard, but I'd like to figure out whose tower that is and if I can get on it or not. But you know, stuff's changed so much nowadays with all the liability insurance and regulations, and just, you know, it used to be you went up to a tower owner and said, hey, can I hang an antenna up here? And they'd either say sure and do it for you, or you could climb it and do it, you know, obviously with the right gear and everything, whatever. But nowadays it's hire a climber, license and insurance, the facility's locked, get a key, and just, all the red tape is just horrendous anymore.
Yeah, it is, with copper thefts and cellular vendors spending lots of money to get on towers, and it's pushed a lot of people off from a lot of different angles.
Our club had the first 100-foot tower in the county, on county property. And the club's 60 years old. I think it's the oldest club in Maryland. Anyways, it was on the Navy base over here, the Navy Research Lab in Chesapeake Beach. And then they moved it inland, up onto the highest part of the county, into an elementary school that they closed the school and turned it into a community center. So they gave us a room. We put up a tower at the club's expense, and ran that way for years. And then the state police and the county police came along. They wanted to put antennas on our tower. Sure, no problem. Then the cellular craze hit, and the county said, you know what? We're going to take this tower down, and we're going to give you space in the room, in the trailer, and we're putting up a 300-foot tower, and we're putting you all the way up at the top. Dude, you want to talk about a repeater that could rock? That thing kicked butt for a few years, until somebody with Big Daddy Warbucks with a radio station came by and kicked us off the top, and it's been a mess ever since.
Yeah, that's a real shame. I'm sorry to hear that, but there's a lot of them stories out there. I've seen a lot of it over the years.
Well, the thing is that we gave up our tower and our tower location and decent coverage in exchange for being on top of that tower, and they seem to have forgotten about that. The last time we had to replace an antenna and restring it, it was a year-long shin-kicking contest, not a kicking contest, between the EOC and the county, and no, the county's buying the coax, no, we're not hiring a climbing crew, the club has to hire a climbing crew, no, it was like, come on, whose equipment is it, you know, it just turned into a political pissing contest. But anyhow, enough of that garbage. That's cool. I gotta reprogram my 2-meter 440 rig here and put some of them Salisbury frequencies in over there.
WA2RW.
Hello, Vernon.
Hello, Bill. I've never heard you on AM before.
There's all different mods to it. I think the mod I have is similar to yours, but without the negative peak limiter. I did most of it And then Tim was up visiting me at camp one year, and he went in and did his own thing on it. That sounds great.
Yeah, they make a nice little radio there. It's nice and small, and matter of fact, I'll warm it up and put it on the air. I'll get off this 70-pound Johnson here. I don't know, but anyway, I run it with a Shure 444 microphone on there. Gets plenty of audio out of it.
Yeah, mine's got a constant carrier. It's not controlled carrier. Makes a lot of audio. It's only about 7 or 8 watts of carrier, but it makes a lot of audio. And I run an audio chain into it. It's just like a broadcast transmitter. Yeah, I got to get that thing going again. So I got a good amp to use with it. I got a SB220 with new tubes in it. And it's kind of a backup rig, but it's nice. It's in very good shape, and I got a good HD10 VFO. So, God forbid I ever get up to the Adirondacks this spring, I'll put it on the air.
Yeah, very good. I'd like to hear it. Yeah, I saw something on the web about changing it over to, maybe it was Steve, WA1QIX, where you can set it for high-level plate modulation or something like that. Maybe it was Hyacing. I don't know what they did. I just browsed across it, and that was it. But anyway, I put the mic gain control on the front panel, and I put a carrier control on the front panel, and also I got a LED that flashes on negative peaks.
Well, one thing you'll never get from Hyacing is lots of modulation.
Well, that's the WC3K mod. That's one of the better mods, yeah. Definitely. The Steve QIX mod is probably the best of them. It's a little bit more complex, but that one gives constant carrier. But they all sound good. Yes, I would say that. Even the most basic of mods, those transmitters sound very good. That sounds all right, Charlie. It's not HiFi, you know. It's good communications quality, somewhere in that range. That's a rare transmitter too. There's not many of them around.
What, a DX60?
No, Charlie's HT40.
That's a Heath kit, right?
Hallicrafters. It was a Hallicrafters novice transmitter.
Oh, okay. Just curious. Yeah, we're warming up the DX60.
And 1BCG. Good evening.
And 2MIN, whoever cares.
W2JBL for marketing purposes.
Up to 5. And that's about as much as I want to put into the 3811.
Yeah, it looks all right on the scope. You got it adjusted right.
Yeah, I got it burned at 100 watts plugged it out, and that's 2 watts per line. The dead key is like 2 watts, and like how that control carrier. It swings. It goes up to about 5 when I'm talking.
Yeah, other than some 60 cycle hum in there, you got the thing set right. Looks good on the scope.
Or it might be being picked up by the microphone. I can see them as they're humming noise coming out of the speaker all the time, and the speaker's only a couple microphones.
Maybe. It sounds more like it's it's in the rig or the mic cord or something like, or it's magnetically coupled. It's a 55S. That
cleaner we're going to get it, or how much better we're going to get it with the hand mic. But you're on the air.
Well, do I at least sound better on this than the Yaesu?
I think so.
Hello, Dave. W3MMR.
There's the man that knows for sure.
Hey, Perry. How's it going? Man, I can't keep this level out of the red.
What's your bandwidth set at? What's your filter like? What's your low and what's your high? 'Cause you look like you're only about 6 kc wide.
Got the TX filter set at 105,000.
All right, well, put the TX foot, make it 0 to 5,000.
Okay, now I'm at 0 to 5,000.
Okay, that brought some bottom end in there. It still looks like you have a sharp drop off at like 3 kilohertz. Did I overhear you say that you're on just a hand mic?
Yeah, I am. I for some reason I was thinking I'd be able to at least move over the mic I use on the Yaesu over, but there's no way to do it.
Yeah, you're getting some like wind popping in there too. Try talking across the hand mic as opposed to directly in it. Like put the mic like sideways to your mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Is that any better? Maybe I got it too close to my mouth.
Yeah, 'cause you're getting a little bit of that, you know, the pee pop, the pee pop. Oh God. But it's for now until I would put the low end back at 100 for now. 100 to 5,000, and because your highs are pretty limited, and I think that's probably just the microphone, unless you can go into the EQ, unless like somewhere in the EQ, you know, there's like if anything higher than 3,000 hertz is like completely dropped off, you know what I mean? But I think you're just probably being limited by the mic at this point.
Is that any better? I brought the EQ up.
Well, what do you mean by you brought it up? What did you bring up? Oh, the low end filter.
Oh, I brought the low end cut back up, and then I went down to the EQ and moved my little equalizer up above 3,000 kHz.
Okay, so after 3,000, I don't know what frequencies you could adjust after 3K, but just make sure like they're like all flat, or you can bring them up like maybe a dB or 2. I can send you email you a screenshot of just like my EQ curve that I use for the SM7B, and you'll see like where I've cut at. I don't use really any boost. I use mostly cut, but I have like a 12 dB cut at 150 hertz because that's your mud frequencies, like with like 130 to like 100, 140 to like 170, some maybe a little bit lower depending on your voice. You want a big cut all them out, like as much cut as you can, and that'll really that really gets that muddiness sound out of there. And then I just got to show you the EQ curve instead of sitting here blabbing about it. It would be easier just to send you a picture.
Yeah, okay. I just made all kinds of changes. Man, you sounded really good too when that other station went away.
What'd you say? I sound really good?
Yeah, the other station went away. I guess it's pretty close or on the same frequency in the background. When he went away, man, you really cleaned, the signal just cleaned up.
Okay, yeah, them guys are, maybe it's you guys up on 85, splashing down a little bit. Some guys are super strong. Crap. Your email, you don't have an email on QRZ.
Is your email good on QRZ? I'll send you one.
Yeah, it is. Just send me an email and I'll send you this picture, this screenshot.
Give me a second. I'll let you guys have at it for a few, and I'll get you an email.
Yeah, no problem, man. Take your time. What'd you say, Connor?
I missed that, the sync detector.
I was just asking what you said, that's all.
Didn't get it again, hold on.
What's your sync detector having a hard time locking on to me?
Yeah, it's because of the sideband. The sideband's screwing it up.
What, do you got a sideband station in there? I must be near you, because I don't see nothing.
3876 or something. Or 70, I don't know, 78 or something. It's quite annoying, but, anywho. Yeah, now I got you. Yeah, the sync detector kept trying to lock into that for some reason. Anywho, I hope it sounds good. I hope you can hear me really better now than earlier.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you better. You're almost 10 over. The audio sounds pretty decent. It definitely does. So it's gonna need, still need a little tweaking here and there, but it definitely does not sound bad by any stretch.
Yeah, there's a little someone tuning up on 3870 71. A little filter there. Anywho, yeah. I think it's probably some lows. But right now, we're running good. I'm only running like 5 kc wide. Of course, I can crazy. I can go crazy here, of course, but we'll wait for the amplifier to get here, or the amplifier to get fixed for that,
Yeah, I keep my high filter at 7200, but with that being said, in my EQ, I have a second EQ that I didn't send you a picture of. I just have a little more, cut in some other places, but it's like the in-between frequencies of that parametric EQ I sent you. I have like another EQ that I just adjust the frequencies in between with. And everything from 4,000, I have like a 4 dB cut at 4,000, then 12 at 5,000, 12 dB cut at 6,000. So I'm rolling off sharply, starting at 4K. So even though my filter is out to 14.4 kc wide total bandwidth, it smooths out the highs a little bit, because when you're up against like that sharp filter edge, it kind of, especially for people who are listening wider than, say, if I had it sharply cut off at 10 kc, it like adds a harshness to it. So I spread it out to 7200, but even though it's all the way out to 7200, it doesn't, I'm really not even that wide. Like if you're looking on a pan adapter, there's really not that much energy past 4K, 4.5K. Yeah, I didn't get much of that, Connor, to be honest with you. The band kind of switched around on us, unfortunately. All I heard was, I heard you say something about 5 kilohertz and then power SDR. I'm sorry, man. That's like one of those things I always want to like be able to key up. Like, yo, hold on. I guess I could have messaged you on Facebook. Like, yeah, wait a second. Save your breath. Wait until fan conditions come back. Anyway, but it sounds good, man. It was sounding good when the van was holding up there for a minute, so I'm super happy for you, dude. I know you're super pumped to get it, and you know, you traded away every radio you had to get it. And I hope it's everything that, you know, that you expected and we're anticipating. So you'll love it, man. You really will. And you know, you're a super smart kid, and you'll you know, you'll learn that radio like the back of your hand in no time there. So 2 thumbs up to you, buddy. And Dave, I'm gonna check my email here in a minute and see if you sent it over. And yep, I got it. I'll email that off to you now. W3MMR. Andy.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up, D.O. Double G? How goes it?
Well, you know, a little this, little that. Oh, you know what? I got to tune this bad boy up. A little. Oh, yes, that's it. I think that about does it right there. How it goes about you?
No, I can't joke around with a southern accent anymore. Apparently, I offended some people by doing that. And I had fellow operators block me on Facebook because I was using a southern accent in a joking manner. And apparently it was disrespectful. But, you know, I spent half of my life in the South. My son is born in the South and lives in South Carolina. My wife's from South Carolina, but, I mean, whatever. Anyway, sounds good, though. What rig you on? I can't tell the difference between the Collins and your Flex anymore.
Wow, well, that's good. This is, yeah, it's the Collins. Am I on frequency?
You are on frequency. There, buddy, old pal there, buddy, old pal.
So, do I understand that, Connor is, I didn't hear, I just heard you talking, Larry. Anyway, this is N2YKX. But, I heard you talking and then, heard you saying that, someone got a new radio. So I'm wondering, is that Connor?
Yes, Connor got a Flex 6400M with the Maestro today. And also Dave, I don't know if you've talked to Dave yet, W3OH, he's a neighbor of Brian's, KB3WFV, and Dave's been here pretty frequently as of late. And he just picked up a Flex as well. And I believe he picked up a 6400. So, everybody's getting Flexes, man. And everybody's trying to figure out smart SDR today, so. I'm the Lone Ranger on the ANAN.
The Lone Ranger. You ever see the movie, was it, it's Airhead. It's an old older movie. But funny as hell. But cool. So Connor, let me hear it, man. Let me hear it.
Yeah, we're running the 6400, and I got the Maestro with it.
He's only running 20 watts.
I got 18 gold off on the surface. That's probably nice. Bring that back up.
What net?
The net cases that just fired up under our QC.
W4GCM?
I don't know. This just happens so often. Like, quite regularly.
Well, every Tuesday and Thursday.
Sounds much better. And, you know, you'll be getting that thing dialed in. Take a little while to get used to it, you know, learn what, you know, and figure out what makes it sound good, I guess. But cool. And I'm not. Is the other station out there, Dave? Out there, I guess he got the same radio. So that sounds good. I love mine. Although right now I use it as just a receiver. Well, not just. I've been going back and forth between the two, but I'm on account right now.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing over here. I just changed my default mic to something different and then had to go back and do all my settings again. Connor, what mic are you running? You running the default mic?
Sorry. Ugh. It's a dry cough. No, actually, Bob Meyer sent me a new microphone for my birthday. So I'm going to use it. We're running new flex, new audio equipment, all new.
Connor, that thing sounds good.
What mic did he say? Because I lost him.
PR20.
Oh, okay. So he should try. I don't know which one he's using, which one of the defaults, but the PR. Tell him to try. I don't know. He could probably hear me, but the PR 781 mic selection.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Dave, you sure you got that high filter at 5K? I mean, there's just like a sharp drop off, man, and that. Really, any microphone should have more frequency response than 3 kilohertz. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like a $5 electric element has like a frequency response of almost up to 20 kilohertz. Well, that was no audio.
Yeah. Talk about no frequency response on that one.
Connor, you sound pretty damn good, man. I wish you were a lot stronger, but from what I can hear, it sounds really decent, man. So I'd let it ride like that for a while. And then you've always got the web SDR thing. If you can find a web SDR that's local to you, or that you come and go, just make recordings, go back, tweak it, make recordings. And there's other ways that you can record yourself off the second receiver and all that kind of stuff, and make recordings at line level if you rather do it that way than doing it over the air. That's the way I do it. I make recordings of myself line level and adjust the audio that way, and I don't really adjust my audio over the air. A lot of people like doing it that way. I don't. I like just doing it line level, and I just have an ear for it, and I don't know, it just works better for me that way. W3 MMR.
Transmitter we put on the transverter port, so it only puts out a few milliwatts, and then you leave the regular antenna, receive antenna, whichever one you want to receive on the splice, you put that on whatever antenna you have, and then so it only transmits milliwatts into a dummy load, and so that's how I set my audio and heard myself, was through that. Running full duplex, so it was over the air. I was hearing myself, but I'd say this is pretty good. I'm running 7 AC wide. 7 AC wide, and I don't know. Send your ALADD over here. No, in 6 months when this corona is over, my Elmer has a drink L4B that got donated to the high school club that he said I could probably swindle alcohol. So in about 6 months maybe I'll have a drink L4B if I can get 220 through. But yeah. W4IPC.
Dude, those Drake L4Bs are nice amplifiers. Andrew, you know you have an L4B? Or you have a... I know you've got a Drake amplifier. I just don't know if it's an L4B. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's the L7. The L7 with the two 3500 bottles. And when you do get that, Connor, I wouldn't run it up more than 200 watts. Because of the what do you call it, the power supply and everything, and the cooling of those. But 200 watts is plenty, because you're going to be, I'm thinking your flex, mine does about 150%, so you got to leave some room for that, you know?
Yeah,
I probably only run it to 800 watts peak, and I don't know, probably run it at 150 watts carrier, 125 watts. Make that right there. When I was on the other amplifier, I was running 125 watts of carrier, 600 watts peak on the 7300, and I was in there with the big numbers. So yeah, eventually once I get that, I'll run it right. Is W for IPC.
Yeah, well, the difference, Connor, between 150 and 200 watts is negligible, man. It really is. Like, I'll run my DX100, and that's like 120 watts. And give people the same strength as when I'm on my ANAN at 200 watts, you know? Band conditions, it really has more to do with it than... It has the biggest effect on it. You know, I could turn my... I'm running about 275 watts of carrier right now. I could turn it down to 200, and you guys probably wouldn't even notice I did it. You know what I mean? But yeah, those L4Bs are nice amplifiers. I know a buddy of mine, he beats the balls off of his. But he's upgraded the power supply, everything in it. He's literally ran it until he broke it, and then whatever broke, he upgraded. And like to triple the size. And that's what CBers do. Just beat the crap out of everything. But yeah, an L4B is definitely a nice amplifier. Andrew, isn't the only difference between the L4B and the L7? The L7 has 160.
Yeah, 160, and the L4B has the chimneys for the tubes. But I can tell you right now that when I run my amp at 200 watts of carrier, and I could run it, and it takes a long while before it even kicks into the high speed, mode. So I don't know. It's again, the L7 has no chimneys, but it's that was the other difference. But I think it cools just fine. I have a problem. It's just like I'm saying, 200 watts of carrier, and just and the fan wouldn't come on for a pretty good amount of time.
Right. Yeah, man. It's all about headroom on AM, all about the headroom. So anyway, all right. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get some cleaning up I gotta do around here, and go get a drink. I'm parched. I gotta start eating better, man. I went to the doctor this morning. My blood pressure's high. It's like 130 over 93, I think it was what it was. It's like pre-hypertension. And I eat a lot of lunch meats. I eat lunch meat like twice a day. Sandwiches twice a day, and I have been for a long time. There's a lot of salt in it, And I've been trying to cut back on soda, drink more water, but try. So I'm only 32, so I can still reverse it. It's not like I'm 68 and have high blood pressure, so. And I don't want to get diabetes because diabetes runs in my family. So I've been trying to stay away from the sweets. That's been the hardest thing, I think, is just the sweets. So, anyway, Connor sounding good, man. Really good. 2 thumbs up. Super happy for you, kid. And as soon as you were able to send the amplifier out to get fixed, that would be great. Or actually, message me, Connor, about what happened again. Maybe we can discuss some things off the air, and maybe you don't have to send it out. I don't know. So anyway, we'll catch up with you guys later. N2YKX, W4IPC, this is, hold on, I'm looking at something, W3MMR. You know what's awesome? I'm not having that carrier drop problem anymore. That's awesome. We'll catch you guys later. W3MMR.
Yeah, you sound great over here, Perry. So, all right, we'll say 73 to you, and it's always a pleasure talking to you. W3MMR and 2YKX.
Alrighty, Perry. Yeah, you're sounding good. Yeah, well, the amplifier is under warranty. It's under warranty, but the problem is I have to, pay to get it shipped out. And when I talked to them on the phone, they strongly advised that I should just send it in. No need to return shipping, but anywho, we shall catch you. I guess you're going QRT. Yeah. All that talking you were doing, Perry, you know what that means? That means Perry is getting W4IPC.
And Connor, you're almost hitting 20 over that last go round, so go on the live stream and go rewind it, and you can hear what you sound like. Yeah, that's awesome. This Henry was wired wrong. Somebody wired the transformer wrong. Had one of the taps, and the transformer was wired for 230 volts, but had one of the taps in the 250 volt position. And now the thing runs better, much better. And I was having, after I'd be keyed up for 1 minute and 50 seconds or less, my carrier would start to fall like 1 watt a second or more. And that last transmission of mine was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it didn't drop at all. So that's sweet. I'm super, super happy. That was the last thing I wanted to test, and it passed it. I'm happy, happy, happy. That makes me so happy. Awesome. We'll catch you guys later. Dave and Brian, if anybody else is still listening, we'll catch you guys later. W3MMR, listen out.
You're a liar. You're 20 over. There's no way I'm 20 over.
Go, I'm telling you, dude, go rewind the live stream. Go look. I'll catch you later.
Gotcha.
We'll see you, Perry. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Dave. Catch you, man. And if you got any questions, dude, audio questions or anything I might be able to help you with, I'll try to help you my best way I can. It goes for anybody. We'll catch up with you guys later. W3MMR is out.
No, I can't rewind.
23 Juliet Fox Delta.
Can't rewind it on Facebook. Anyway, I'm transmitting now, so I'm watching. W4IPC. See you, Perry.
Connor, you can't, and I heard the braking station was on sideband. We're on AM there, bud. So, come on over and join us. And Connor, you should be able to rewind it on YouTube.
Okay, I'll head over there. Actually, I just saw myself. I don't think
Yeah, YouTube and on the AM window. YouTube.com/users/PerryM004 is where you'll find the live stream. Catch up with you guys later. And I know there was a braking station in there, but I'm getting out of here. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.
Three.
Entertainment, Abbott and Costello.
He was great with Fang.
Abbott and Costello was great, but are you telling me, Clark, you've never watched an episode of Soupy Sales on YouTube or on TV?
Now, he did middays on WNBC.
Yeah. time there, early, say about 11 o'clock there in the 50s. I remember watching him in black and white. That's right.
On a round picture tube.
That is correct. We had a GE console with AM, FM, and a turntable. And a 12-inch woofer.
Yeah, I didn't get much of that, Connor.
We
haven't
seen it.
Band kind of.
But I think it.
I think it was what it was.
Yeah, you sound great over here.
I didn't realize this until recently that Motorola was the one that developed the rectangular picture tube.
Right.
Back then.
You know.
Yeah, what was their?
I'm only 32,
they
so I can
sold
still
their
I can still
division
reverse
to,
it.
It was a Japanese, not
anyway, all right, I'm gonna shut
Panasonic,
up.
something else like
I'm gonna
that.
get some cleaning up I gotta do
Quasar.
around
That's
here.
right. Motorola sold their TV division to Quasar.
I'm parched.
They got out while the
I gotta
jet
start
was
eating
good.
better, man. I went to the doctor
And they
this
sold
morning.
it
My
to
blood pressure's
Sylvania.
high.
GTE Sylvania, because I worked there.
Well, wait a second. Now, let's talk color TV. Here's the thing, all right? Now, I know about this because I used to pick up half-dead TVs and try to resurrect them. Very early 70s, like around 1970, because I couldn't afford one. All right. The colors that the picture tubes did best went like this. And you can know why. RCA, red. Sylvania, yellow. Motorola, green. And GE, blue.
I like green and blue.
No, their phosphors were definitely tweaked in that direction. You got a GE TV, you got great blues. You got an RCA, the reds were tremendous. You got a Sylvania, had the yellows. I tried to get Sylvanias because I like yellow.
Because it was the color of honey?
No, because it looked good.
Anybody got a used CRT out there?
A what?
You need a CRT. 23-inch CRT. You want that one?
Sure, how many you want?
I just need one.
What are you going to use it for?
Put it in my Heathkit TV. I want to store it.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, what's wrong with the one that's in there?
The original one is crapped out. I got one years ago that put it in there and someone gave it to me. It's got this weird, like, green shadow in the left-hand corner. Somebody told me what that meant. What you know, yeah, it's just weird. It was a crappy tube. So I'm looking for a tube.
Did you degauss it?
Go on eBay and check it out. You never know what's there.
No, you got to degauss it, and then there's the purity magnets. You have to adjust the purity magnets.
Oh, yeah, no, I know all about that stuff. It has this green shadow where the TV is not even turned on. It's something like in between. It's got this, like some kind of a filter in between the glass. Now, I used to work in TV repair for many years when I was young, so I did a lot of, retubing jobs, and so, yeah, I know how to, converge them. I did a lot of that. Yeah, I put some ads on and looking now for the last 3 years. If someone has to have a 23-inch CRT somewhere, it's got to be a tube-type TV because the yoke is different on a tube-type TV. It's not the bonded yoke. I got a yoke's no problem, but it has to come from a tube set. My Heathkit GR200, 23-inch all-tube TV.
All right, you know what?
WA1STH.
Hello. I think that's a crazy thing to do, but it might be cool because there aren't anybody under the age of 40 who's even seen a TV with a picture tube.
Really?
Hey, Bear, my regular TV is an RCA with a CRT in it.
Okay. Yeah, I hear STH. Go ahead.
TVs with CRTs. Antiquated. Ugh. TVs. Buy them up, burn them out, throw them away. That's what we've come to today.
Yeah, it ain't worth fixing them.
That's right. Talking so I will. Yeah, nothing is fixable today, you know? I used to fix TVs myself. People would call me up and want to fix the TV. So if it ain't simple, it ain't being fixed. It was, I say, how old was it? They say, oh, it's 8 or 9 years old. I say, well, you got your money's worth, throw it away, get a new one.
Hey, what do you mean? You want something fixed, you just call us. We'll fix it for you. What are you talking about, eh?
You can't fix that made in China crap.
Can't fix anything today. Nothing's meant to be fixed. Throw away.
Then they came out with the modules. You changed the board, and that was it.
But, my RCA TV is like 1992. That's my new TV. When he's kid, I put that together back in 72. It was the last all-tube set they had. Man, the color was great on that. The sound was great on it. You know, I just want to get it going again. This ain't crap to watch on TV, but, you know.
What do you watch on that thing? How do you get a signal to it?
But anyways, you could probably hear water running in the damn sump hole here. There, it's getting less. But think about it. I mean, take the average ham radio transceiver. I mean, if it isn't a well-documented, simple to fix problem, how many hours you going to put into it? At 75 to 85 bucks an hour. Huh. Got to throw it away.
That's why I'm running ART-13.
Can't fix it yourself. This old stuff needs to be thrown away. Good evening, Clark.
Good evening.
There's people running around that are scared of the Wuhan flu still. Wearing those things over their faces. It says, shut up.
I'm not scared of it till it gets me and kills me.
Give me liberty or give me death. I'm not going to succumb to the left-wing mafia.
Well, I think it's a serious thing myself, and I think that if you're unfortunate enough to get it, you probably will be dead.
Well, there's plenty of people who've gotten it and they're not dead.
Yeah, well, they're not old farts like us.
And actually, I do know a couple that are, but, a week later, they didn't get that bad. Everyone seems to get it differently. It's been blown out of proportion because, the flu last year, the influenza A, was like 3 times the amount of people ended up in the hospital.
Hey, Bear, I think I heard Bear in there. Bear in there. Now, Bear, how's the virus in Albany?
What's that noise in the background? Are you peeing?
No, it's pumping water.
Sounds like it, don't it? My washer runs. Yeah. You can hear the dog bark. We got all kinds of ambiance going on here tonight. We got the wash machine pissing in the sump hole. We got the dog barking. So, yeah. There's no extra charge for any of that.
Well, world's longest tinkle. I've been sitting here through 3 trips
City. 600 people are documented having it, which means there's about 6,000 that actually do or have, and about 60 dead, about 30% in nursing homes, and the curve, according to my keen eye, if the trend continues, is what they call flat. Now, the thing that they don't discuss very well is that the curve is flat, but the duration is unchanged. That's the key. What they were talking about is that if everybody ran around and everybody infected everybody, the curve would the duration of the curve would be the same. X number of weeks, about 3.5, 4 months, plus or minus. But the intensity in the middle would be much greater. So the curve is flat, but it's still continuing flat. Maybe slightly petering off. I've said it many times. June 15th is your big point in time where you're going to start to see the thing peter out. And it might happen very asymptotically towards zero, as apparently it has in Sweden, I think. We'll see. And South Korea suddenly petered out. So we'll see. I'm lying low. I'm not going out. I'm not going to the shopping supermarket. Not going out. Because I'm in a high-risk pool. And the water's too deep and I can't swim. WBTGCR.
Well, I'm 100% with you. We're hunkering down. We're too old. I don't want to be killed by some damn flu bug.
Oh, yeah. Man, then that's your choice, you know. But, you know, to shut the whole country down, or parts of it now, is stupid. Actually, it seems to be only in certain areas they're shutting things. You know, things are... So here in Massachusetts, they're going to open up the golf courses this Friday. If you play golf, I guess that's good for you. You know, open up the florist shops and the jewelry stores. But I mean, where I am out here, there's been no flu out here really. Last year was a hell of a lot worse. And I almost landed in the hospital last year from influenza, so I know it's bad stuff. There's a SARS virus. It's not a killer like they've been saying. Oh, see, a lot of stuff they say is a lot of BS. It's not as deadly. And by the way, if you die in a nursing home, they put it down as you died of the Wuhan flu. And if you didn't, they put you down as it. The hospital does too because they get 38 grand.
Pretty good too. No conditions are bad, and you come up, man.
Okay. I saw that carrier, so come up voice.
What voice is coming up?
I don't know. There was a big carrier there, and I thought maybe there was going to be an accompanying voice.
Oh no, they're domestic.
Well,
they sound like they're from another country. That's true.
So what is it with these Innovonics 222s? They don't seem to be very easy to find, Clark.
Yeah, well, they're very popular, I guess. So there you go.
Well, that would be a good assumption.
I gave you a long list of other ones, all those CRL models, CBS Labs, the Volume Axes. There's lots of options. The Nat Hines one would be fine, but you have to change 2 resistors, and I know you want plug and play.
Oh, changing 2 resistors. Now there is a big problem. You would need a soldering iron and 2 new resistors. Uh-oh.
Exactly my thought. So instead, look for the those other ones that I listed, and they've got to be out there. Any of those CRLs, 300, 400, 450, 900, they're all good.
I did see that, and I started doing some research. Not done with it yet. And in the meantime, maybe a 222 will show up.
You really want one of those Innovonics? Okay.
Well, I've got the Innovonics 250, so might as well get a 222 to go with it. Same color scheme, you know. And I hear they're really good.
Why don't you just bring the 250 with you?
Bring it with me?
Well, I don't know. Are you home now?
Yeah, but I'm at the other radio station location adjacent to the primary one, and I suppose I could relocate this 101 into the other room. There goes that thing peeing in the hole again. My God, sounds like a horse this time. Anyways, yeah, I could bring this in the other room and maybe use the same audio chain. We'll see.
You lead a complex life.
Unfortunately, at times that's more than true. You know, when I was going through my email to find your email address there, doing a search, I came up with emails from you, and Bubbles was on there.
Oh, yeah, the controversial video that people say, no way, that never happened. Yes, it did.
Like the Bubble Girl.
That's it. Well, Steve has a copy of the video also.
That's great. I have a copy for all to eternity. So anytime anybody's like, yeah, Clark's a bull ass or blah, 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 I'm like, nope. No, he isn't.
Actually, Perry, that's also the same Bubble Girl as Creamy G's Chinese.
I said, I think that Clark leads a colorful life. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. And yes, it is Clark. I still have that recording somewhere, too.
That was very funny. That was after another dinner which involved a couple of bottles of wine. But it was, we went to go get ice cream and she started yelling at me about Mr. Softy. I'm like, oh my God, I got to record this.
What was that?
Hey, Perry, did you get my email?
Yes, Art, I did. I haven't got a chance to look at it. Well, to get that together for you. I've been super busy at work, man. And by the time I get home, I'm just like... And I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so didn't have really time before work to do it. Yeah, I'll start actually working on that tonight. Thanks for reminding me. I'll get off here in a bit and start getting that together for you.
All right, no hurry. Just I want to make sure you got it. That's all.
Yes, I did.
All right, band noise and ambient noise and dog barking and wash machine doing its thing. I'm getting out of here. You guys have a good night.
73s, N2MIN.
See you, Steve. I heard Connor breaking in there on his brand new Flex radio, Clark.
Okay, what Flex did he get? I heard 6400. Well, congratulations. I had one of those. A neat little radio.
Yeah, there we go. I have some weird coupling issues with my new antenna. Anyway, yeah, we're running the 6400 Maestro and
Well, I don't know if I'm talking over him, Perry, but I can't hear him too well. We need to get him a linear amplifier or a better antenna or some such thing.
Yeah, he has an amplifier, but it's got to get sent back to Ameritron. He has an 811H, and it needs to go in for warranty work, and he's trying to save up the money to pay for it. He has to pay for the shipping there, and he's in the process of saving up now to send it out. So once he gets his amplifier there and back, we'll have no problem hearing him. But yeah, you're definitely a lot further north than me, so he's like a little above my noise level. I can make him out though. But all right, Steve. Well, I guess you said you was rocking and rolling. I'm gonna sit back. I just wanted to say hello. And Clark, you're 500 hertz off. W3 MMR.
All right, I'm getting out of here. 7-3s. Tell Connor I said hello. WA1STH. Listening out.
When's Connor getting his amp?
He's got to send it out to get fixed. He hasn't sent it out yet. He's saving up to for the shipping. You know, shipping an amplifier is not cheap. So once he has that, he's going to send it out to Ameritron. They're going to fix it under warranty and send it back.
Nice.
Yeah, I wish he was closer. I'd let him borrow my AL80, but that's a long drive for me.
Well, he should be the one doing the driving.
Hello there. Hello there. And yes, Connor, I mean, if you were to want to drive all the way up here, and then drive back. I mean, you're more than welcome to borrow my amplifier, but you got to drive it back to me too. But you'd be more than welcome to use it.
Yeah, you keyed over top of me. Oh my gosh, that's sweet. I said that I would love to drive up there, but there are powers at B that I think would have something against that.
Understood. I'm picking up what you're throwing down, OM.
How you hear him here in Ohio, WD8BIL.
When there is a
hey, Budley.
Going on. I'm lucky enough I was able to freaking go to the store yesterday.
Right. And you're being heard in Ohio. Connor, Budley heard you. WD8BIL. Budley in OH and a dime.
Yeah, Connor, just barely hearing you, but I can tell you're in there.
Yeah, I hear you. You're about 10 over us now. Is someone talking?
No, I think there's some guys down south in there. Clark.
That's remarkable. I have an S nothing noise level. It's like listening to a squelched receiver, and then Perry, when you key up, you're 20 over. It's remarkable.
Henry Power. Yeah, you do know you're 500 hertz off.
Oh, really? Darn it. No wonder those guys on the net down south are so ticked off.
Isn't that like
It's making sense now, Clark. Now I see. I knew there was a method to the madness.
I'm telling you.
How you doing, Clark? Good to hear you.
It's getting broken all over the place. W4IPC down south.
Yes, it's like playing piñata with a wasp nest.
Why would you want to do that?
Just out of boredom.
As long as they're not murder hornets. You see them things?
I heard about that.
There's reasons I want to not be outside. That is one of them.
When we do that, I let my brother go first.
Right? Luckily, they haven't made their way across the country yet. I think they're just in, like, Washington and Oregon and maybe California. But, I mean, sooner than later, there's going to be a few out here. But don't mistake them for cicada killers. You know, them big cicada killer wasps that are ginormous and look like giant hornets? But they're completely docile. Only the females have stingers, and they're completely docile and non-aggressive. And they eat bugs and stuff. They're good for us, so don't kill them.
And there is our frequency entomologist, Perry Mayer.
Okay, if it has a butt and it flies, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, man. See, I'm like, I'm not a spider person. I don't like spiders. Okay, but even though I look at, the glass half full, they eat like insects and mosquitoes and stuff, and but yeah, I try to be nice to the to the animals and to the insects, because they'll be nice back to me, I think.
Well, I'm about halfway there. If I catch a spider, it gets evicted. So he goes outside. Doesn't get squished. He gets thrown out.
Attaboy.
Do that too. Yeah, that's what I do. I throw it outside. But, I don't know, Perry. Wasps are just mean. They don't care. They attack you to attack you.
I got lit up by wasps last summer. It was one night. It was my stupid fault, because I think it was like the one night that I had 2 beers, and I never drink. So I was like, I want to clean the cobwebs from underneath the soffit. This sounds like a great idea. And I'm out there with a broom, it's like 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night. It's just getting dark. It's like just dark, And I didn't know there was a bee's nest, a wasp nest underneath the soffit. And, underneath the eave there. And next thing I know, know, like I see something like fly, what now I know is a wasp, fly real close to my eye. I'm like, holy crap, what was that? And then next thing you know, I got stung twice on my arm, and there's like 5 of them around my head, and I'm running like a little scared sissy down the street.
They hurt.
Dude, man, they do. And they swell. They're like, my arm swelled up. They stung me through my shirt too. They got me like right on the, the upper arm, upper bicep area, right where like the t-shirt starts.
And that's nothing compared to the
They don't lose their stinger like honeybees.
That was a perfect double. Clark, did you see the sting of that murder hornet? The guy like let it sting him?
Yes, the guy was on the edge of the cliff. I didn't see it. I heard the soundtrack. Sounded pretty painful.
Yeah, that. And he's... I've only watched that video, and apparently he, goes around testing stings of all these crazy things, and he said that was the most painful... Well, you heard the audio. The most painful sting in the world, the most painful sting that he's ever encountered. And I guess like his arm, I saw the pictures of his arm swelled up to twice the size of his other arm. It was brutal.
Yeah, well, Dow Chemical, what? Black Flag raid, those guys better get on the case.
Yeah, big time.
Hey, there's the man on the Cape.
Hey, wow, good year there, Perry. How's it going, you guys? Just out here listening to talk about killer bees, and I ain't allergic to them, but I still don't want any part of that.
It's funny you said that because I used to tell people when I was a kid that I was allergic to bees. I was just so scared of them. I didn't want to act like a little poo nanny and like a little wimp. I'm like, I'm allergic to them, I'll die.
Apparently these imported Chinese vermin wasps are suckers for sticky traps.
Suckers for what?
Sticky traps. Sticky traps. Like there's little, like mouse traps that are sticky, something like that, but for bees.
Traps.
My sock?
Yeah, but I presume they put some sort of scent on it that resembles sweet stuff that they like to eat or whatever it is. But yeah, that's apparently what they've got up out in the northwest.
I thought they were meat eaters.
Yeah, but they're suckers for sticky traps, so maybe they're meat-flavored sticky traps. What do I know?
Put some bacon on them.
Yeah, American bacon, that's right.
You see the mandibles on those bees?
Yeah, heck with the mandibles. It's the stinger comes out of the other end.
You know what I had? I had a what they call a killer bee, and what it does, it lays eggs on the cicadas, and the thing is huge. It had to be a good 3 inches or more long.
Nice.
Yeah, it didn't bother me. It kept flying around the ground and then landing on the dirt, and I don't know what it was doing, but I didn't stay too close to it.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, those cicada killer things. They're like really good. They're really big and very scary looking and look like these murder hornets. But they're actually really good for like the environment, so don't kill those.
No, I didn't. The first time I ever saw one was last year, and I had to look it up on the computer, on the internet. And that's what it was. It's called a killer bee or something like that. And what it does, it lays eggs on the cicadas, and the larvae kills the cicadas.
You need an air gun loaded with rock salt. Powdered salt, and then you see them flying around. You blast them.
They actually sell those things on Amazon. They're like pump shotguns, but with salt. They got like a little salt hopper on the top of them, and the pump action salt gun. Those things are cool.
I want one.
Sounds like a good new sport,
right? It's like what kind of shot are you using? Oh, I'm using iodized.
I'm using diamond.
pipes with the electric wire around them.
Iodized salt.
That's right, man. I'm using rock salt, man.
You put that in your 12-gauge shotgun shell.
Right. I'll be right back. I'm missing something right now. I can't find my phone.
All right, 73s, guys. Into MIN. We'll talk to you later.
Calling it, Pete.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, and be sure to pick up the 3885 Guide to Things That Sting, Buzz, and Bite.
Yeah, right.
Clark, I'm with you. I like those
That's right.
tennis rackets that have the bug zappers in them. Those are great.
Oh my goodness, they're fun with the batteries and the handle. Yep. You basically, yeah, the tennis rackets. You just play tennis with the bug and.
Not Perry.
But I also found that they're fun to use on nephews and stuff.
SASE. Killer. Carol Clark and one DCT.
That cut in, drill into our deck, and every once in a while I go out there with one of those freaking tennis rackets, electrified tennis rackets, and I just start playing badminton with them.
Did you know them carpenter bees drill a perfect quarter-inch hole?
Yeah, well, they can go drill it in someone else's deck.
Yeah, we got them at work. They've already been flying around. They get up in the wood around the bay doors in the shop. And my father always used to get them on his deck. His deck. D-E-C-K, you sick-minded people.
Yeah, if you just train them.
Oh, man. Yeah, they get on our deck and they just tear that thing up. So I go out there with that tennis racket and play badminton with them. But, creepy girlies, I don't like.
Did you say train the carpenter bees?
Yes, I mean, if you can put them to work, man, if you need a quarter-inch hole drilled, well, there you go.
There you go. Put a leash on them. You know, turn them into, like, carrier pigeons, but carrier carpenters.
Make purple for hanging stuff in your
I know, it's going downhill. I can't come up with any.
I gotta lay off the green stuff, man.
Hanging stuff up in the shop.
I gotta lay off the green stuff.
No, that's no fun.
Spinach?
Yeah, spinach. We'll call it spinach.
Completely so.
Yeah, we'll call it spinach. Yeah, I guess it is like my Popeye's spinach to my Popeye, or yep.
No, you're saying you like to run the 811 rig. Is that what you're trying to tell me there, Perry?
Yeah, I believe you're picking up what I'm throwing down there, Breaker.
Yeah, good buddy.
Let's be careful now. We wouldn't want to get in trouble for making fun of people.
This here's a Missouri mullet net.
Well, I got my LC meter today, and it's straight from China. So should I, like, let it sit outside for a while? Spray it with Lysol first?
I let my stuff sit outside for at least 4 days. After 2 days, open the package, and if lungs on, dump it out, let it sit for another 2 days. I do.
Yeah, unless you have a UV grow light, just blast it with that for a little while.
Yeah, this thing's straight from China, man. It took 21 days to get here from China. I got it off eBay. It was like $33. It's a little LC meter. Because I don't have one in my arsenal. I wanted to get one, and it looked like it looked okay for $33. What the hell? I don't care if it doesn't work. I mean, it's as long as if it works for a day, I'm happy.
Hey Perry, I got a question.
Well, Lysol, Perry. Give it a bath in Lysol for a
Be right back, GG.
All my crap.
I gotta find some Lysol. Actually, I got some here. What's up, Bear?
Yeah, you know Elmer's. You know what the logo for Elmer's glue is?
Yeah, like that ox with the like that ox. Isn't it like an oxen?
No, you just got a meter that's gonna test that. That's LC. You got an LC meter.
Maybe maybe I should go get a bottle of Elmer's glue and then cut out the face and then stick it on here like it's my LC meter.
Now, Bear's been sniffing that stuff.
Oh man, it's so rich and thick and creamy.
And he's been sniffing the plumber's glue. That stuff's vicious.
Oh, that's MEK, man. I don't even like using it. It's bad. That stuff is really bad. And the good stuff, the stuff that works best, is really, really bad. Holy cow. WB from GCR talking about glue.
Yeah, my last time I used it, I bought some because I was building an antenna launcher. And it like stunk up my shack for, it felt like a week. Because my shack is my like workbench and everything's in here too, and it's all very cramped. You know, so it was quite strong in here.
Yeah, that's what they got windows for, Terry.
Yeah, well, I can only get to the one window. The other ones are covered up by radios.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures.
As all shacks should be, Perry. As all shacks should be.
Yeah, but I just wish I could spread out more. Because, like, my house is full to the max. My house is tiny, man. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, but it's tiny. 2 floors. You know, it's maybe 550 square feet at the most. 500 square feet. But I got a decent-sized yard, and it's big enough just for me. When I moved in, it was just me and my girlfriend and her little son, a 2-year-old. And it was, you know, just barely big enough for us and the dog. So it was actually a little tight with all of us. But for me, it's nice. But I filled this thing up to the max. I was just thinking yesterday about getting a storage unit.
Get one of those shipping containers, put it in the backyard, and make that your shack. One of them finished shipping containers.
If I could, if I owned the place, I would. You know. Luckily, though, I have like a really big side yard. Like my truck is parked back in the woods. I got a little wooded area on the side of my yard there, because I've been driving the car a lot lately. So I parked my Suburban, is parked back in the woods. So, but yeah, man, it's kind of tight here.
Yeah. Feel the pain. Yeah. I saw you posted that tower up there at that house. I'm telling you, Perry, you got to put a little more effort into that. Not just leave a little card. I mean, you gotta be like a. You can learn something from the Jehovah's Witnesses. You gotta put in work.
It's funny you said that, man, because I just shared that picture, and 2 days before that, my mother was driving by the house. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I live a mile from where I grew up with my father, and there's a 70-foot crank-up tower there with a Mosley Pro 67 B Yagi, and it's been in the crank down position since we left in 2001 and hasn't moved. The antenna's still pointing the same direction, still to the tower, still cranked down. The guy we sold it to used to work with my father, and he was a CB'er. He just got his license, but he never pursued it. And my mom was actually driving by, and he was outside, and she stopped and talked to him. And apparently he's doing okay, and he doesn't get on the radio because he couldn't afford the filters. Apparently he said he couldn't afford filters for the neighbors' TVs, but you know, we don't really come through anything anymore, so I think that was just an excuse. So he felt bad because he hasn't put it to good use. W3 MMR for ID.
K1.
You gotta put in the work for that, you know? You gotta go get that down, and you gotta go make it move, if you know what I mean. W4IPC was really when I last ID'd.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. It's 8:30. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. I'll talk to you guys later. Connor, these last few transmissions, well, like the two before this, at some points you were like 15, almost 20 over. So if you want to go rewind the tape on YouTube, see Clark Bear, Paul. Who else was out there? Anyway, we'll catch up with you guys later. Oh yeah, Art was out there. So, catch you guys later. W3 MMR.
Good day, I am Perry. 74.
Later on, K1 GTX.
Wes, I called you Paul. My bad.
That's alright, man. I'm not going to remember my own name this day and age, so have a good one, and we'll hear you in a few hours tomorrow morning. 73.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it just seems like there's been a lot of like newer people, well, not new people, but I mean, there's been a lot of people hanging out consistently. It's been nice. I forget everybody's names. I'll catch you guys later. W3 MMR.
You know, I've been up to get into that group, and I don't know what time you meet, but I wake up at 8:30, and that's still too early.
Yeah, there hasn't been that many people on in the morning, to be honest with you. There's, I don't know, but the conditions haven't been that great. There's been a lot of static in the morning, and the conditions have kind of sucked. And people haven't been getting up, I guess, early. So there's only been like one or two of us in there, if that. Somebody doesn't come in usually until 6 o'clock now, so. But I'll be on at 5 tomorrow. I'm on at 5 every day, so. Catch you guys later.
Alright. Yeah, there's no static today. I'm liking it. No crashes. W4.
Unfortunately here, I have 20 over static crashes, so I'm going to have to bail. It's useless for me to try to hear anyway, but you guys have a good one. Catch you next time. Come on, GTX Cape Cod. Connor, unfortunately, you're under the noise level tonight. Not your fault, but can't wait till you get that amp going so we can hear you. K1 GTX 73.
Yep, well, we're saving up. We're saving up. Good to hear you, even though you can't hear me. Good to hear you. W4IPC.
Catch you later. Is that N4ITC?
Whiskey 4, I prefer carrier.
W4IPC. Whiskey 4, I prefer carrier. Huh. Billy says I pitch champagne.
Okay. Good enough.
Yeah, you doubled with him, Perry. Say it again. You can't hear me.
One more time, Perry.
Perry.
What?
Repeat what you said. You doubled.
Oh, sorry. W4IPC. I prefer carrier.
There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's how bad it is here.
It's my personal relay.
That's a big one, too. All right, I got you that time. All right, guys, have a good one. 73s. Hopefully the bandman area will calm down a little later, but the Forelander's coming in, too, so whatever. Not a midnight up here. 73s, K1 GTF.
I'm a Fourlander. All right, good night.
Yeah, but you're way down there. You speak English.
I'm closer, I guess. I'm close enough.
Close enough, bud. Absolutely. Drive down to Perry's, get that amp. 73.
Yep, we're working on it. We're penny pinching over here, so hopefully we'll get it by, I don't know, a few months. W4, I prefer carriers on design. the, whoever's keying down their carrier, you got a heck of a carrier. Okay, I'm on the mode. You calling me? For IPC, I am going to go talk on the dreaded Sierra Major for a few. W4 IPC, I prefer to.
before India? Anyway. 24 hours ago. 0 Victor Mike Charlie. 3885.
I see a carrier. I do see a carrier down here. Not as strong, but I hit audio. This is KD2AFL. Jersey side, standing by.
Well, I'll go ahead and put another carrier on myself. Here's 54, India Juliet. 74 on right there. Yeah, I don't know if that was you there, Daryl. We'll try it again. 82 AFL. Field Delta 2, American Football League, W0 voice line carrier. Either KD2 AFL. W4 line carrier. Yeah, it's go around a little bit. You were booming in. A few seconds ago. Drop down a bit. Hey, here is Steve Mayfield on your record, Victor Echo. Somerville, Wisconsin, Ohio. Running, proudly, very proudly running a Flip 3000. And called America and the 1200. 150
Yes. Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, I've heard you on there before. I don't really have a... Well, I got another PC set up to the house there. That's why I had this for go-ahead. I ended up in my bedroom, made it up here, and I just said, geez, I ought to bring it down here, because I got to figure out how to anchor the inside wall of the shelter box here. I think I'm going to have to probably come up with it or something. Look at it or what. It's kind of heavy, so I don't want it to break loose. And I think the inside skin of this metal is very thick or thin. Somebody told me that. Not very thick. And this item I got off eBay in recent times. Dual 12 and 24. I have a global dynamo right in front of me. And then I got off of Dale, one eye, field days. I bought a CPS setup off it, but I want to be able to pull a balanced load off the battery, so this thing's been working pretty good so far. It's probably can run this quite a while without the generator, but I'm going to do that. We're going to think that maybe bring one of the yacht trucks up. I'm going to do it before. One I got worked fairly well. The other one I bought the spare radio. Probably dead now. He was up in his... He used to work on the I-13 from college and in the military. So we talked about the driver's station and the problems now. So just ceramic get oxidized. But I don't know how to like that. It's a long time to get the power out of it. What's the line on that? It's not on the board. Probably went through the fire board.
He's a puppy. He's a puppy. He's only like 6 months or 7 months, I roughly. He's not real. The other one, the real big one, he's older. He's already old. Pero he's still young, so he's growing. Ahí lo oye. Pues ahí me tocó ese día y Mike Tyson en los 20 y entonces George Foreman ahí a little later up on the years. Yeah. Pick it up, man. Over to you. K3IHI in the group. Go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Kilo Papa 4, November.
Are you tired of trying things with me, Gene? I got one more thing to try.
Well, let's go for it.
Yeah. Can you hook your SWR meter back in line like you had it all the time?
Oh, I can, but I have to use that cable that's 50 years old.
Well, that's what I want to see. I want you to hook it up just like you had it.
All right, sir.
I think it's my game, Charlie.
Yeah, I do too. I'll look around here. I've got a great big drawer full of great parts over here. Probably couldn't put them in a bushel basket. I'll see if I've got one.
All right, buddy. NR8 exit 50.
KB8KIM.
KMN. You thank all of you for staying by with this troubleshooting.
Oh, I rather enjoy it myself.
I do too, Charlie.
I'm not going anywhere.
Nah, I'm not either. I enjoy it, man.
What are you running over there, Wayne?
I'm running the Kenwood 570 tonight with the another mic on it, and I done some adjustments today through an SB200 at about 400 watts.
Man, you are 45 over.
Well, I appreciate it. It sounds better than last night, don't it, Andy?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, outside done some setting on to change this hand mic. That GM4's out. There ain't no way that thing will work on this. And I don't need a desk mic. I like him like you got Rob, but it'd be just my way right now.
Yeah, you understand what you're saying, Wayne.
Oh yeah, the way you got your station set up, that would block your view of everything.
Yeah, I got everything changed for Matt since you've been here.
Really? You changed it around again, huh?
Well, I painted some stuff and moved stuff around. I can run 3 radios, and if I mess with it a little bit, and 3 different amplifiers.
Well, I'm not to that point yet. I mean, I got the 3 radios, just not the 3 amps, and I can run 2 of them at once.
I think I'm going to sell this 757 and sell this 84 amp pretty cheap.
You got a Yazoo 757?
Yeah, that's one Bob went over for me there about a month, 2 months ago.
Yeah, is it a GX2?
Yeah, GX2.
Yeah, those I've had a couple of those in the past. I had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah, they're bad. You know, you got to let them warm up a half hour though before they stabilize. Even though that's the way they are.
I understand. Well,
you're parting with an amp?
Yeah, the AL84. It's got the sweep tubes in it. It's not like. I tell you what though, I was throwing about 300 or 400 watts out of it the other day.
Hey, Roger. That's the one you were worried about so much, the tubes going bad.
Yeah, but one time you got to have a radio that's got you got to hit it with a tuned source. You can't just hit it with anything, you know.
Hey, Roger.
You make it back, Gene?
Yeah, I'm back, but I've got the tuner out now. I got my exit on.
You got the tuner out?
Yeah, I took the tuner out of it. Maybe I better put that back in.
Yeah, that's you misunderstood me. Put the SWR meter before the tuner, just like you've had it for weeks.
Roger.
Hey, Rob, we got a club check-in tonight, don't we? Yeah, we got one at 9 o'clock. coming up on it fast, aren't we, Sonny?
Yeah, I usually hit Charlie's net over there in Pennsboro, and by the time we get done with that one, usually we're just finishing, just starting in on our check-in, so it works out pretty good. I can hit both of us.
Oh, okay.
Don't you want that watt meter in after the tuner?
What's that?
Don't you want that watt meter in after the tuner?
No, I want it before. Yeah, I want the SWR meter to read what he does with the tuner.
Well, that's where mine's at.
If he puts it between the tuner and the antenna, it's always going to read the same. It's